Oh shit, there we go. I had to cut the mic on and shit. That's the reason that shit played out loud. Hey, nigga. Man, we popping the trunk over here, nigga. Hey, welcome to another edition of the He's the Hoopcast, powered by AnimalHeezy.com. Please visit AnimalHeezy.com at your earliest convenience and invite yourself to betterness and invite yourself to our Christmas album. Remember, nigga, we was the first nigga doing Christmas albums and shit before a lot of these niggas and shit, nigga. I like to think that we set the tone. Even if I'm not right, shut the fuck up and let me be right. You know what I'm saying? We had the Christmas album and shit, Crown Royal and the Eggnog. Going on back 2011, 2012 and shit. We came out with the re-edition. In 2018, man, I could just about guarantee you niggas that we coming with another Christmas album just because it's about time for another one and shit. I can't keep feeding y'all old shit and shit. I go back and listen to the album and I really sound like a young ass me and shit, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas' priorities and their values is a little bit different. The way we view the holidays is a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even really fuck with the holidays like that, and that project was indicative of a nigga who don't really fuck with the holidays but was fucking with a bunch of niggas who fuck with the holidays. However, now I understand, you know what I'm saying, the holidays is bigger than yourself. It's about family, it's about people that's around you and everything. It's about the people who do celebrate that shit and use that, you know, to get themselves in a better mood and a better spirit and shit like that. So yeah, we coming back with that shit 2018 and everything. 2018, I call it right now, it's gonna be a huge year for everybody within the inner circle and shit, but we'll just let y'all wait and see it. At this time, like I always do, I want to give a moment of silence and say rest in peace to my big homie Kahuna, and rest in peace to my homie Ray Goku. Alright, back with the Hoopcast and shit after last night. Last night was a huge night in the NBA. Kobe retired 2 motherfucking jerseys. Has that ever happened, nigga? I don't think it ever has. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a nigga got... some niggas might have got two jerseys retired on 2 different teams and shit. But I don't think a nigga ever got 2 jerseys retired on the same fucking team. So, I got my nigga Trent Ganderson in here to join me and shit. The Gander on Twitter, THAGANDER. Follow him on Twitter and shit. And I got him to join me to talk about this momentous night last night. Say what's up to the people, Gander.
What it do, man? You know what I'm saying? Highly animated, sometimes overly antiquated, but it's all to the good. We in here.
And I'm just counting on half of the listeners not knowing what antiquated means and shit, because that's a wild statement to string together, nigga. But yo, hold up. I gotta do the Lil Wayne thing, nigga. Hit it with the lighter and shit prior to doing this shit. I seen this shit last night and then I brushed up on it this morning and shit because a nigga might watch games under the influence and shit. So I gotta brush up in the morning and shit. And one of the ads that I seen on YouTube while waiting on this shit to load, you know, Ugly God got an ad with Finish Line?
Yeah, he getting money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy, bro. It's like
money.
It's like, obviously, fuck this, hold up. Let me turn this do not disturb on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some of these whores is interrupting greatness. But, yeah, obviously it's like, fuck that clean image shit, nigga. Like, niggas acting like you gotta have a certain type of image to get endorsements and shit. This is the same nigga that came out with a song called Beat My Meat, and he represents a clique called the Little Dick Clique. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Finish Line saw enough in him to partner with him and create some endorsement campaign for him to be a part of.
Maybe the owner of Finish Line is eating the booty too. They all part of the Eat the Booty gang.
Or maybe the owner of Finish Line has a little dick.
That is also a possibility.
Yo, nigga, and it's like, I guess it must be fuck that mainstream shit because he don't got no songs on the radio. Like, he got an internet presence, but that's like about it. The streets ain't necessarily fucking with him. The radio ain't fucking with him, but a nigga got a whole fucking Finish Line campaign, nigga.
And sometimes that's all it takes. And if you can get that known, very well known artist or very well known entity or person, whether it be YouTuber, actor, whatever, if you can get them for the right price, and I think that's what it really is, you can get them for the right price.
You think they got him for the Lola?
I think they got him for the Lola. You want to be on these commercials and run this campaign? Yeah.
Yo.
We gonna lowball you right quick and see if you take it.
Hey, my nigga was on that bitch with the gold teeth and shit and the fucking the ankle beaters as we used to put them growing up. The fucking ankle beaters, bruh. Hey, look, man, nigga, like, I gotta be old, nigga, for a second, fool. These young niggas style, man, I don't always understand it and shit, and some of my homies that tell me, like, okay, like, you gotta let them young niggas be young niggas. We was doing shit, you know what I'm saying, niggas ain't understand. Because I remember when my dad didn't understand when I had braids and shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you want to look like a little girl and shit? You know what I'm saying? You know, but my dad's super, you know what I'm saying, old school street nigga and shit. So, you know what I'm saying, R.I.P. Pops. But when I seen that nigga goddamn in that holy sweater and them motherfucking ankle beaters, nigga, I'm like, and the Yeezys. I'm like, I mean, you doing whatever the fuck you want to do, but in the spectrum of freshness, you ain't really fresh, dog. You know what I'm saying? You look wild, or maybe just, you know what I'm saying, my style sensibilities just ain't aligned with what's current. But shout out to Ugly God though, because I still thought that was dope for a nigga like Ugly God to, you know what I'm saying, secure that type of endorsement. It made me wonder what type of team is with him too, because I also don't feel like Finish Line, and it's not even to be disparaging when I say it, but I don't feel like Finish Line called him for it.
No, not at all.
I feel like his team reached out and was like, we got these numbers, we got this, we got that. Come fuck with us.
You got a nice talent management team like Chance. You got a nice talent management team, and I feel like that'll get you over the top more often than not. I mean, ask Lil Pump what about them shows and about that show money.
We ain't even gonna go there, nigga. We just gonna go ahead and transition to the next. But when I was looking at this shit too, when I was setting up for this, I noticed that Skip Bayless on Undisputed had ranked LeBron number 9 player of all time. And I know that shit pissed off a lot of the current. LeBron is officially the greatest player to ever pick up a basketball crowd. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to know the 8 that he put in front of LeBron. Well, I know KD was one of them. But 2 things. First off, like, I think Bron is the second best player that I ever saw in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because I've only seen highlights of the other exalted greats. I've only seen Magic Johnson highlights. I've only seen Larry Bird highlights. I've only even seen, like, sometimes I will go back and look at fucking Daryl Dawkins highlights and shit like that. See Moses Malone highlights and see what them niggas was actually putting down. But it was never a thing, obviously, because I wasn't old enough to see what they was doing night in, night out and shit.
Right.
And it's a lot of people, especially during that era, that didn't see what they was doing night in, night out, because NBA basketball wasn't as available to them as it is to us now and shit. So right. I do have to speak in fair terms and talk about the players that I actually saw. And LeBron is the second best player to Jordan, of course. I'm not ready to put him over Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
I never saw a player more graceful, more gifted, more fundamentally sound, as well as extracurricularly sound with the basketball as him. Right. You know what I'm saying? As far as attacking, as far as scoring, as far as putting fear in the hearts of defenses and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I agree with you on all those facets.
Yeah.
I agree with you on all that. I even agree with you on the assessment of he's the He's the second best player I've ever seen play under Jordan. And the only reason why I put him right there, the only reason why I put LeBron number 2 ahead of Kobe and ahead of some other
greats, I put him ahead of Kobe.
Ahead of some other greats is because during LeBron's current 15-season stretch, he's been able to do it basically scandal-free as far as his self is concerned, and basically major injury-free, because even Jordan broke his leg, and even Jordan had other injuries as his career grew on, and even stopped and played. Even Jordan stopped and retired for a second. So I feel like LeBron to have done it 15 consecutive seasons and to have been to the finals, 7, 8 times?
It's finna be 8 straight.
It's finna be 8 times in a row. Like Jordan won 6, 3 in a row, then took a break, then 3 in a row. But to have 7 attempts at a ring in a row, that's hard to do for anybody.
Yeah.
Even if that's hard to do for a bench rider going from team to team. That's hard to do for somebody going from the Spurs to the Warriors.
But that's why niggas give Kobe his credit though, because Kobe was doing it in a beast ass Western Conference every time. Kobe was going through battles just to get to the finals and shit. Kobe was getting bounced in the Western Conference and shit like that. You know, or Kobe and the Lakers, I should say, was getting bounced, you know, in the Western Conference and shit. LeBron got a cakewalk every time, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That first round gonna be a sweep every time, you know what I'm saying? So, he might sweep a nigga second round, you know what I'm saying? Like, they lost one game on the way to the finals last time. Yeah. Is it a testament to how good the Cavs are? Is it a testament to how weak the Eastern Conference is, nigga? All I know is that nigga had cakewalks and shit, and Kobe ain't have no cakewalks anywhere. Nigga can't point out any goddamn nigga point to injuries, but you know what I'm saying? That's a part of the game. But I can't think of a time Kobe had a cakewalk to the finals. So, and speaking of Kobe, that's obviously what niggas here to talk about. Last night, Kobe got 2 fucking jerseys retired, nigga. I mean, first off, do you think that nigga should have had both of them retired?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he should have had both of them retired, but I would have understood if the Lakers only retired one of the numbers, because the Lakers dynasty and the Lakers franchise is so prestigious that it's almost like maybe they won't do it. Maybe they'll just give him one, because if he played for like the Magics or something, then it's like, yeah, most definitely retire both numbers. But since you played for a historic franchise like the Lakers, they already got half their numbers retired. So it's like, do we have space to retire 2 numbers? Because you got to think there's only going to be future numbers retired. So, and I know it doesn't happen too often, but the Lakers franchise as a whole, I would have understood if they just retired 1 number.
I mean, with the Lakers though, I mean, it's only like, I don't think James Worthy got his number retired. You know what I'm saying? So it really do be only the greats, but you know, and the Lakers do have like a certain pool where they can, you know what I'm saying, get great players and shit to play for them and elevate their franchise and shit. But they got a legion of great historic players and shit like that. But Kobe got both numbers retired last night in an emotional ceremony and shit, man. I saw Kobe holding back the tears, nigga. I was like, if he cried, nigga, I'ma hoe his ass out on the hoopcast the next day, nigga. If this nigga drop a tear, nigga, I saw him fighting him back, nigga. I saw his lips kind of quivering, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was holding it back, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't cry, but I was like, if that nigga would have cried, nigga, boy, nigga would have been on his ass, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? After 20 years, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you supposed to know what you did. But, shit, in the crowd, nigga, they had all the greats, nigga. They had fucking, like, Bill Russell sitting next to Kareem and shit, nigga.
Woo!
Which is fucking nuts, nigga. And, look, if I may attack the NFL yet again, when have you ever seen an NFL event honor a player. When have you seen the NFL have like Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, Steve Young, and Brett Favre all in the crowd to honor a nigga?
Doesn't happen.
It does not happen, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Only in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They exalt their greats in that way and show them the respect and more that they deserve and shit like that. Nigga, Shaq sat there taking it and shit when they was got there. Who was on the mic? Magic Johnson. And, you know what I'm saying, talking to Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka and shit, that was talking about how he got us 3 rings as number 8 and 2 rings as number 24. And Shaq just like, oh, yeah, okay, I ain't have nothing to do with that. Cool.
I'm going to just sit here and take that as it is.
I ain't seen niggas mention Shaq one time, nigga. And I thought that was kind of fugazi and shit, but it's Kobe's night. So
there you go. That's how you got to look at it. Shaq had his night. Shaq got his statue, so he ain't too upset about it.
Hey, he got the statue already. He got the statue before Kobe got his statue. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, that counts for something and shit.
It has to. It has to. And then you got to look at it like Magic was a Laker lifer and Kobe is a Laker lifer. Shaq is a super journeyman, okay? Shaq went and did his thing, so that's why he got to accept them shots.
I heard Jeannie Buss say, too, thank you for staying a Laker lifer when it would have been easier to leave. And it's like, niggas act like Kobe wasn't trying to leave. Niggas act like Kobe wasn't finna leave for the fucking Clippers, nigga.
Hey, but did he, though?
He didn't. But don't act like that nigga was like, nigga, this is my home and I'm never leaving, nigga. Even though if he would have went to the Clippers, LA would have still been his home and Staples Center would have still been his home, you know. But don't act like that nigga just didn't ever contemplate it, nigga. Y'all just happened to work it out, and Kobe worked it out and stayed over there to the tune of 20 years and shit like that. So, hey, I mean, but when it all boils down to it, when it's all said and done, it's like, yeah, he played 20 years. 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being young as fuck, because, you know, my nigga Paco and his family is lifelong Lakers fans and shit. Mm-hmm. So I remember seeing Kobe, like, as, like, 7, 8 years old. And I'm just, niggas talk about Kobe Bryant. I'm like, yeah, Kobe Bryant, nigga. Like, nigga, like that Kobe nigga gonna goddamn be the greatest of all time or some shit. And last night they was referring to him as the greatest Laker of all time. I mean, you're not a Lakers fan, but you think Kobe the greatest Laker of all time?
I don't think Kobe is the greatest Laker of all time. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, if he's not, automatically he's top 3.
He's one of them. He's one of the greatest, but I don't.
You got Magic, Kareem, and Kobe.
You got Magic, Kareem, Kobe.
I didn't watch Kareem play though. I'm not old enough. You know what I'm saying? I saw maybe a little bit of Magic when I was growing up, and you know he was out of the league by then.
It's just so hard with Kareem's. I feel like Kareem set it up for a lot of these players to do what they do today. I feel like that definitely needs to be touched on another podcast, just like old niggas and like what they did and what they brought to the game, because Kareem was making movie appearances. He was getting buckets. He was dominant from high school.
Hey, Kobe was in Moesha, nigga. No. He wasn't on Moesha. He just took Brandy to prom.
He took Brandy to prom. I think he did appear in the episode. Moesha. But that happened in the 90s. We talking about Kareem doing this in the early 80s, late 70s.
One Kareem in the motherfucker with Bruce Lee?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
With Bruce Lee, nigga.
Bruce Lee.
The greatest. He played a nigga that got his ass kicked by Bruce Lee, man. Epic. Which is the equivalent of goddamn Shaq being in Kill Bill Volume 2 or some shit.
Exactly. It's the equivalent of Shaq having his own. That's what I'm saying. Kareem set the tone for these new niggas to have their own movies, to be in shows. So I definitely think that he needs to get his respect. Even though he did play for another team too. So that's always looked at like that. Like, so you have to always look at it like them other niggas play for other teams. I just put Magic at the top because Magic almost.
Kareem played for another team.
That's what I said. He played for. That's why I say he played for another team. So I'm saying him playing for the Bucks. I feel like that's why I still put Magic at the top. I put Magic at the top for sure.
Ooh, to me it's like 1A, 1B. Like I don't know who I could put over the other because Magic gave niggas 5 championships with loaded teams, and Kobe gave niggas 5 with loaded teams. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe revolutionized goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the game, shoe culture. Niggas ain't nigga don't know who Magic was with. Magic was with who? Converse?
Yeah. Don't say don't know. We know he was with Converse. Stop playing.
Man, I had to think about it for a hot second.
No.
But, you know what I'm saying, it's not like to the point where goddamn niggas is still goddamn rocking Converse. You won't find a Converse in the league now. You know what I'm saying? And you still find niggas goddamn rocking Jordan 3s to games and shit.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you see young players, you know what I'm saying, paying homage and shit. And Lonzo played in some Kobe's. I think Kyle Kuzma played in some Kobe's last night. Like, it's just a tad bit different. And there is the argument that, you know, without a nigga like Magic and, of course, Michael Jordan, that shit gave way for Kobe to do what he do, sneaker-wise, game-wise and shit. But just the impact niggas had, like, it's no niggas that's still trying to be Magic, you know what I'm saying? Like, even after Magic happened, this shit like that, niggas was trying to be Jordan after that. Jordan happened right after that shit.
Right.
And it's niggas trying to be Jordan after that. But it's players, there's a whole Kobe tree of players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Consisting of DeMar DeRozan, Paul George, Andrew Wiggins.
True,
niggas that play like Kobe and get inspired by Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just like that's just wanting to compare yourself to like the best and like seeing yourself as the best. So during that time frame, during the 90s or whatever, we got Jordan best player.
So Jordan overshadowed Magic, basically.
Definitely. And that's how you got to look at it as, oh, okay, so if that's the top out, just like the next crop of players, Ben Simmons, who he wants to be like? LeBron James. So you're going to look at yourself like you want to be what the best player and what their type is. So,
but LeBron was that nigga that eclipsed Kobe in the same way that Jordan eclipsed Magic, yet there are still players that, you know what I'm saying, fall under the Kobe tree rather than the LeBron tree, even though LeBron is way younger and shit.
Right.
There are still players that, even though he got eclipsed by LeBron, it was people saying LeBron was better in his first 5 seasons and shit. I remember that shit when people was like, nah, this nigga better than Kobe. And I was never ready to be like, he better than fucking Kobe until, you know, maybe like the past 3 seasons and shit. But, you know, he still has that influence on the game. And then, I mean, do we count all of the shit that happens outside of the game and shit? Because I also think if we count shit outside of the game, Shaq, even though he left, I mean, he got traded. It was a business decision. He didn't leave in free agency. You know what I'm saying? He got traded.
Right.
And even I heard Shaq himself say, Dr. Bus came to him and was like, my nigga, you 33, 34 years old, nigga. I can't give you 30 million, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I can trade you wherever you want to go. And he was like, okay, trade me to Miami. And he worked it out for him. But okay, lost my train of thought. Anywho, so goddamn the retirement ceremony, man. Kobe youngest daughter was acting a fool and shit. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man, I did see that. I saw that clip.
I'm pretty sure I saw Vanessa drop his daughter at one point and the camera switched over to him and shit. She on the ground and she got there. Vanessa trying to pick her up and shit. Nigga, it's like
she just crying.
And I'm glad they had a microphone on her ass and shit, because she looked like she was going through it. Like grandma was like, goddamn, give her to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grandma take her.
They should have had the nanny there. They should have brought the nanny. I know they didn't have space for her on the bench, but they should have went on about the nanny because she was acting up.
Man.
If she could get whoopings, she would have got one that day.
Man, shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was like church or something, nigga, and I was acting up like that, nigga, I would have got took to the bathroom, nigga.
You would have been outside real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have got my ass whooped and been like, you better shut up before I give you something to cry about. But these goddamn rich spoiled kids and shit like that. And then I saw at one point, nigga, even, you know what I'm saying, both of them tried to put their hand over her mouth like, stop crying.
Would have came back with a straighten your face. Straighten your face.
Man, nigga should have put some Jack Daniels on the gums or something before this shit happened, nigga.
Something.
Should have relaxed her ass, nigga.
Gave her some little children's allergy medicine and went on let her hit the snooze button before this bad boy.
Either that or mildly sedate her. You know what I'm saying? To the point where she just looking at this shit like, yeah, da. He should have did some shit like that, but she was acting a fool, man. Vanessa fine as a motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying? She also, just based off that one clip alone, I don't know about her as motherhood. In motherhood, they got 2 more kids and shit like that, but she almost looked like goddamn just one of them Drea type mothers and shit, nigga. Like, yeah, damn, like they just pretty and don't necessarily know what to do with kids and shit. But that's his high school sweetheart and shit. After he was done with Moesha and shit, you know what I'm saying? This just been Vanessa ever since and shit. And then he got caught up on some Kevin Hart shit. You know what I'm saying?
Before Kevin Hart.
Way before Kevin Hart. And the only reason it fucking mattered as much as it did because it was a white girl and shit.
A white girl who was asking for money.
Yeah, nigga. Goddamn Kobe, goddamn, was fucking with these whores and not trying to break no bread.
What makes it so bad is this was before social media got so tough. So let that have been during this time frame, and there would be no recovery for Kobe.
My nigga Trent, we need to do a podcast one of these days about all the players and player scandals that would have went way worse if it happened in the era of social media.
Oh my
because
God.
Niggas talk about this shit. They don't have hand checking. They don't have physical defense. These niggas couldn't play in our era. No, motherfucker. Kenny Smith said that shit during the what game was that? I did a hoop cast on a game recently. I think it might have been Lakers Sixers.
Okay.
And niggas was like, Kenny Smith was like, yeah, don't be too impressed with these guards because, you know, they could get their moves off. They could dribble and drive and shit because there ain't no hand checking. Yo, nigga, hand checking went out the game in like 90 fucking 4. Let that shit go, nigga.
Let it go.
That's 23 years ago, nigga. Let that shit go. I don't want to hear about no fucking hand checking, nigga. You dirty motherfuckers back then could not have survived in the scrutiny of today's 24/7 cycle social media era and shit.
No way.
Fuck hand checking.
No
this
way.
shit is harder to deal with than hand checking.
So much harder.
So we gotta do a pod about all of the players that would not have survived. Fuck a hand check. Players that would not have survived in the era of 24/7 social media coverage.
I know one person who wouldn't have survived, and that would have been that fan that was in the malice of the palace who got fired on. They would have sought him out and kept sending him gifts, boy, constantly. Look, remember this? Bow!
Yo, that nigga would have been on Sports Nation. That nigga would have been on First Take. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? So what did it feel like when a nigga socked you in your motherfucking jaw for throwing a beer, you little bitch?
He would be on tour. He would have did his show tour, and then he would have had his own podcast, maybe even show after getting fired on in the face. And what is your claim to fame?
I got fired on by a 6'7" nigga. And it's like, look, man, like I understand how bad it is for the league if players are attacking fans and shit, but I think the NBA could have been way more on them niggas' side when you talking about fans that goddamn, you know what I'm saying, you go do some asshole shit, which Ron Artest did some asshole shit by laying on the little scorers, the announcers bench.
Right.
The scorers table. And a nigga throw a whole, he didn't throw the liquid on him. He threw the whole fucking cup.
He threw the whole cup like, I paid $10 for this drink. Here. Yeah.
Nigga. No. No, fuck no. I can't think of any grown man in any tax bracket that could get a whole cup with liquid, with ice, thrown in their face and not have a reaction to it. I can't even think of no grown men who could be around 11 other niggas that fuck with them that wouldn't have a percentage of those other 11 niggas go get on your ass.
Right.
For throwing a cup in my nigga face. You know what I'm saying? A nigga throw a cup with liquid, with ice in your face, nigga. I'm the first nigga that goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
It's a problem.
I'm finna stomp this nigga pancreas out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where that's located, but I'ma stomp till I find that motherfucker. You feel me? But, nigga, I saw Jeannie Buss out there and shit. I was like, God damn, nigga. Like, I feel like I seen Jeannie Buss before, but I ain't seen her like that. Like, God damn, that's Phil Jackson, bitch?
50 plus and fine.
What is he doing with that? He can't be doing shit with that.
The Zen master said he still got it.
Goddamn, that nigga doing tantric sex positions on her and shit, nigga. He goddamn making her come without even touching her, nigga.
He said, I got this.
Yeah, I'm saying,
through the phone, all the way in New York.
This nigga doing some real sex HBO shit, nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to do with that, nigga. I can think of a few motherfuckers that know what to do with it and shit. I know what to do with it and shit. But Phil Jackson gotta be approximately 101 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga got fired and shit. I'm sure he got a good severance package because when you that high up the ladder, niggas get severance packages and shit. But you unemployed out here, nigga. You unemployed and your bitch out here in LA gainfully employed, goddamn doing big things and shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, man? I don't know what he's supposed to be doing with that, but he got
Was he there? I didn't see him there.
I didn't see him there either. I seen a few niggas like not there and shit that I would have thought would have been there and shit. Like I thought I would have seen Phil Jackson, nigga. Is Tex Winter still alive? I feel like Rudy Tomjanovich should have been there.
Possibly, yes.
Oh,
Filet-O-Fish was there.
Who?
Derek Fisher.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah. I saw him there.
I missed that, nigga.
He was there with the phone out. He was almost pretty close to Allen Iverson.
Oh, I saw Allen Iverson. I was like, ooh, they got Ivo there, nigga. You got Ivo in the Staples Center, nigga, where, you know what I'm saying, some of his most haunting memories were created. Like, nigga, I feel like Tyronn Lue should have been there.
Come on now.
Even though I don't know, maybe they had shit to do that night. Nah, fuck that. These niggas millionaires.
Prior obligations. He a coach. What you mean?
Man, look,
he a coach.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You played with Kobe, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't like Robert Ory was there. Rick Fox there.
I ain't see Rick Fox.
I know Schoolboy Q was there. He was in attendance.
So we got Schoolboy Q and no Rick Fox.
Hey.
I don't all the way understand it. Where's Lamar Odom? Where was Lamar Odom?
Where was Lamar Odom?
You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me Smush Parker ain't get an invite, nigga?
Not at all. Not at all. Too busy trying to shine.
You mean to tell me DJ and Binga wasn't there?
Nope.
You mean to tell me
they brought AI, why wasn't Rajah Bell there?
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, nah, Rajah Bell, nigga, we can't even play like that, nigga. But the fact that Ivo was there, that shit shocked the shit out of me and shit. But that showed me that's a real nigga.
Hey,
that's a real nigga. Goddamn,
he was. That was a little touching moment. They hugged it out. That was shocking to me.
But I think Kobe respects Ivo though, and Ivo definitely respects Kobe, obviously from his presence there and shit.
Right.
But nigga, and then they flashed to the Lakers, the current Lakers, in they warm ups, and they had like Corey Brewer like laughing and elbowing niggas. I'm like, Corey Brewer, you better shut the fuck up, nigga. This is a no laughing matter, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You have been gifted. You have been lucky to be in the league this long and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a long ass career going on and shit.
Nice journeyman, getting his checks. Nice journeyman.
But as a journeyman, nigga, don't be laughing during none of this shit, nigga. You better have your hand over your heart while Kobe speaks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? With your goddamn 4.8 point a game averaging ass, nigga. I don't want you laughing during Kobe shit, but it did make me think about, like, when Kobe was, like, talking to the new players, he was like, it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's partially about what I did over the past 20 years, but it's about these new niggas and where they gonna take it over the next 20 years. Because for the past 20 years of my career, speaking as if I'm Kobe, you know what I'm saying, I created a whole, you know what I'm saying, legacy for the Lakers to continue beyond Magic, beyond goddamn Jerry West, Gail Goodrich,
sure,
and all that shit.
For
So
sure.
he kind of put the spotlight on them niggas and was like, so what are y'all gonna do to carry it the next 20 years? And I almost wonder, what does that even matter to young niggas? How many niggas on the Lakers are playing to collect a check and not necessarily playing for the Lakers legacy?
At least half of them. At least half of them, because you got to think the majority of them don't play, and the majority that do play aren't looking to be Laker lifers, because some of them came from other teams, and if they wanted to be a Laker lifer, they would have already attempted to join the Lakers before they became, you know, where they are. Like, I don't believe Brook Lopez took that speech in and was just like, I must remain and I must, you know, hold steadfast and become the best Laker I can be.
Brook Lopez, like, I'm just waiting on his next contract, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every time they re-sign me, they see potential in me. They think I can be a solid center.
Right there, Brook Lopez gonna end up playing for the Spurs or some shit.
And that's how he gonna set it off. He gonna be like, oh, that's the Brook Lopez we always knew that could be, the Brook Lopez.
I mean, Brook Lopez always been balling to me, though. Even though I see this nigga missing goddamn consistent 3-pointers for the Lakers and shit. I'm like, I'm glad you got the heart to pull that motherfucker, but every time I look at a Lakers game, nigga, you goddamn just short of that motherfucker, nigga. You just catching the rim on every motherfucking 3-pointer and shit. But it's like, I do wonder, like, you know what I'm saying, whether it come to basketball or whether it come to rap, how seriously these young niggas take the legacy and the path that was set out for them by great niggas and shit. And they be like, it's them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I do appreciate about the Lakers, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at their new court for the past, I guess, 2 or 3 years, they redid the center logo to include the stars around the Lakers logo with little like the stars that show every year they won a championship.
Gotcha.
And I think this shit is dope as fuck to, you know, really illustrate yourself as a legacy franchise and shit. Like, right. This ain't just any old team you playing for. Even if we suck, nigga, you know what I'm saying? This is who you're playing for. You know what I'm saying? This is the legacy. That when you wear this jersey, this is who you playing for and shit. That's why I'm glad they got Magic Johnson back in charge of basketball operations and shit. And they got Luke Walton coaching and shit, nigga. Honestly, if I could take a quick sidebar, I've been damn near 10 years in with Animal House and shit like that. And after 20 years, nigga, I would love to see the next young niggas coming up that see what I did, what Paco did, what Spitter did, and say, I'm going to take that to, you know what I'm saying, the next level. And if not the next level, how can I elevate it as high as them niggas did and shit? So 10 years in, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, like, I definitely feel the wear and tear. I feel the fatigue and shit, but I'm like, 10 more, little bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In order to set the tone for whatever young motherfuckers is coming in and shit. And I would love to see, like I said, the next generation of motherfuckers that carry it and shit, and that uphold the standard that we set. So I understand for the next 10 years, I myself and we gotta set an even higher standard than we set the first 10 years and give young niggas something to actually follow and shit, because it's a lot of franchises in the league who niggas come on to their team and you don't necessarily have no standard, no legacy to follow and shit. And that's why it's hard for a lot of franchises to come up out of the gutter and shit. But
I believe that. I definitely also think that the younger generation, so far, they've shown that I don't think they care too much for people that have left legacies or the things or legacies that have been put in place.
I almost don't feel like they care about leaving legacies themselves, though.
Which also can be true, because I mean, in a sense, it's like, why though? You know, in a sense, it's like, what are we actually here to do, and what are they here for?
Because young niggas are assholes. Anybody born after 92 usually be an asshole and a half. They'd be like, I don't give a fuck about the old that day. I give a fuck about me. This is about me. You know what I'm saying? And it took a nigga like Kobe at 17, 18 to understand that this is bigger than me. Like, I'm trying to be a part of history, not trying to be a part of my own legacy. Even though I think Kobe learned later in his career about crafting his own legacy and crafting his own narrative. Like, LeBron gets a lot of the credit for crafting his own narrative and shit along the way. Right. And like, oh my God, I was cramping in that one finals against the Spurs and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, like, oh, I had these Cleveland teams that were, you know, they started off 7th place in the East, and then we made our way to 1st place, and you know, we just dominated teams and shit.
There you go. I got a coach fired, turned around, went to the finals. Well, hey, whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. And I mean, that's what makes their story better. And you know, and I'm happy that they are somehow able to fictitiously implement some things to add on to their legacy. You know, you can only go to the All-Star game umpteen times. You can only score all 50, 55, 60, 70. Like, how often is it gonna happen?
Which I saw a stat that said there has been 14 60-point games since 1996. And Kobe had 6 of them.
Woo!
But if we keeping it objective as shit, which, you know what I'm saying, it's the Hoopcast. I'm not a Lakers fan, so I don't have a problem with keeping it objective. He has the most 60-point games and shit, but he also has the most missed shots in NBA history.
All of history.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yes.
Number 1 in missed shots, period.
Yes.
Like, all the whole career missed shots.
Yes.
Ahead of Jordan.
Of course.
Ahead of Kareem.
Easily.
So, I feel like people need to take that into account a lot more. A whole lot more.
And Kobe had that before his farewell tour.
Think about that.
That nigga took 50 shots in that final game. He hit 60. He hit 60 on 50 shots.
On 50 shots.
On 60 shots, you can score 120 to 150 points. That's your range. We're not counting free throws.
Not even counting and-ones.
You know what I'm saying? Which that final game, it was a lot of free throws too. You know, the 81-point game, it was a lot of free throws. But, you know, free throws show your willingness to get to the basket and absorb contact. So I ain't gonna take that from you.
And you gotta make those. Cause
No. Fuck that. I don't want to see no millionaire not making free throws.
LeBron has the audacity to miss a lot of free throws.
I think he's under like goddamn 76% as a free throw shooter and shit.
I feel like it's terrible.
It's fucking awful, nigga. Like, I don't trust millionaires goddamn missing free throws, nigga. Like, you get paid, you like nigga, I might get paid $12 an hour to do my job and shit, and I better not fuck up on anything. And niggas is talking to me like, nigga, you got the nut. Do you want this job? Do you want this job? Well, you better act like it.
Some millionaires out here throwing the ball away and just missing free throws.
On a shot where your main objective is to put the ball in the basket with people trying to stop you from putting the ball in the basket. However, you get this opportunity to look dead at the fucking rim with no objection Other than the fans, fuck the fans though, because every time these millionaire niggas get a chance to let them fans know that their life is insignificant compared to theirs, they let them know. But you get a chance to look dead at the fucking goal with no defense and at the most optimum distance, and you missing that. No. I'm never okay with that. College niggas, okay, you kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't watch a lot of college basketball, I might watch some shit during Sweet 16, Final Four. You know what I'm saying? I see young niggas missing free throws and shit. I think you skilled enough at that point to not be missing free throws, but I give you a little slack. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing for free ultimately. I don't want to see niggas getting paid multi-millions a year missing free throws. You got time. LeBron got time to be in movies. Got time to ain't LeBron over Uninterrupted?
Think so. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got time to be over all this other shit, but you ain't got time to practice your free throws, nigga.
Got time to lose weight. Got time to slim up to drive more to get to that line. I'm gonna need y'all to start hitting these free throws. Ben Simmons, if that free throw percentage don't get up, got milk.
He a rookie. Bron in his 15th year, goddamn, still shooting under 80%, nigga. I don't want to hear about the greatest of all time, nigga. Free throws count too, nigga. Anybody that's goddamn acting like they really analyze the game and shit, and they really know the game, and they talk about LeBron as the greatest of all time, nigga. Free throws count too, nigga, because free throws have made or broke niggas for centuries. Well, I don't know about centuries because the game has been around since what? 1908.
So we'll just say a century and some change.
Yeah, for decades. We can say decades.
For decades.
For a multitude of decades, this game has been around, and niggas can't hit a wide open shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't be with all that shit, nigga. And then if you talking about you the greatest of all time and can't give your team them easy ones, nigga. Reggie Miller gave it to niggas, you know what I'm saying? Kobe gave it to niggas. Michael Jordan gave it to niggas. John Stockton gave it to niggas and shit. They gave you them easy ones where those are gimmies. You're supposed to take the gimmies.
Definitely.
So, I don't understand that shit, but goddamn, 45 minutes into it and shit, nigga, I guess I actually get into the actual game and shit, where, you know, the baby Lakers played the Golden State Warriors in front of Kobe and put up a very valiant effort, nigga. This was one of the best games of the season, even though at times, you know, the Lakers let it get out of hand and they came back. And I always wonder why the biggest games stay close and shit. I do conspiracy theorist bread on the Hoopcast definitely think the refs have a little bit to do with controlling that shit.
Ain't no little bit.
Hey, man.
It's been proven. It's definitely a lot of it. It's been proven and it's been said. So it's okay. I mean, they definitely can influence the game one way or another, and they show it throughout the course of the game.
I definitely see blowouts in games that weren't televised, but most of the televised games, they stay close. And it be teams that I don't even feel like belong in the game that stay close, which I like what Golden State is doing because, you know what I'm saying, Steph didn't play, Draymond didn't play, and then you got young niggas, Jordan Bell, Kevon Looney, why is fucking JaVale McGee looking swole as fuck now?
JaVale McGee is looking like a...
that nigga been in the gym, nigga.
Revitalized. I watched some of his social media videos. He out there trying to perfect his three and everything.
I don't want to see JaVale shooting no threes and shit, but when you play for the Warriors, I understand. Nick Young was out there goddamn trying to...
Swaggy P.
He was out there trying to hoop like, nigga, y'all should have been retiring number 0.
Hey. He said, y'all remember me? Lakers, remember me?
And then it was moments he had that was like, yeah, that's why we traded you, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Nick Young, though. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get a mixed bag with Nick.
Man, I always call him the friendly J.R. Smith. He's the more likable J.R. Smith.
He is, but I don't feel like he's been put in enough positions to have J.R. Smith-like moments. J.R. Smith... that last finals series came in was like 4-5 threes, 6 threes. I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna bring it back? Are they gonna actually win this one?
That's because when you play with LeBron, you play to wait on your wide open shot. That's what happens when you play with LeBron, nigga. You just wait on your wide open shot. Kyle Korver waits on his wide open shot. J.R. Smith waits on his wide open shot. Channing Frye waits on his wide open shot. Even now, Jay Crowder waits on his wide open shot. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really just cooking like that until fucking IT comes back. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody cooking like that before but Kyrie. Everybody else was just waiting on a wide open jumper because, like I said on the last podcast, niggas overcommit to LeBron. I don't know why niggas are so shit scared of him in his 15th year, but his stats look so good because niggas are scared of the legacy of LeBron and they overcommit, and this nigga goddamn passes out the post, and by the time you get to the third quarter, this nigga got 8 assists. And then this nigga start taking over. When you start getting scared of them niggas and shit, that's when LeBron starts taking over. Like, oh, you gonna start overcommitting to Kyle Korver or whatever. Now I'm gonna start taking over.
I'm gonna take this drop to the basket to the left of the corner.
And that's when it starts looking like goddamn 25, 11, and 9 and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's athletic enough to get them rebounds and shit, but on offense, I think people are mind fucking themselves into giving LeBron his stats. But, you know, Brandon Ingram, I finally got a chance to see this nigga play against KD. A lot of people compare Brandon Ingram to KD and shit.
I see it.
And like I said on the last Hoopcast, I think he gets compared to KD because he's tall and skinny. But I feel like he got more of a Kawhi Leonard type game. And like he's like a slower, taller Kawhi Leonard more so than KD. Because KD is, you know what I'm saying, shooter first, and everything else in his game opens up because you so scared of him shooting. I don't think Brandon Ingram scares people with his shooting like that, and it opens up his game like that. I think his game is like all around offense and defense, more like Kawhi Leonard and shit.
I think that the reason why Brandon Ingram's game is that way is because Brandon Ingram has a smarter coach now. So the coach is like trying to coach him to using his abilities to do just that instead of playing more of a Kevin Durant like game, instead of playing me ball, instead of playing I'm gonna take this jumper as soon as I get it. He's a little bit more cerebral with the way he attacks and also on defense.
Yeah.
He definitely has a lot more defense than Kevin Durant had in the beginning.
Yeah, which is why I would compare him to Kawhi Leonard rather than, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when I see him play, like it just feels more like Kawhi Leonard, which I've said it before and I don't know who heard it, but Kawhi Leonard, to me, has a Kobe game. You know what I'm saying? Except, you know, because Kobe played both ends of the floor, he just didn't do it as good as Kawhi did.
Okay, all right. I hear that.
But Kobe was definitely on both ends of the floor. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was that all-around player and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Kawhi, he's not better than Kobe because he don't have 5 championships. He don't have these MVPs and all that shit.
Right.
And his name is going to get left out of a lot of conversations because he wasn't in the dunk contest. He's not goddamn dunking on. I mean, Kawhi be dunking on niggas, but the way Kobe was dunking on niggas was just the fuck different.
That and like you said, the state of social media, we won't give reprise to somebody that's putting up just standard numbers anymore or just doing just well enough because
he's above standard.
Oh, right. But Tim Duncan was doing 20 and 15, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, all right, MVP. Now with social media and things like that, they're like, nah, we want to see pizzazz, we want to see show, and 20 and 10 or 20 and 12 ain't gonna get you that, even if your team is 1 or 2 seed.
And niggas will say Kyrie in the MVP race before they say Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? But
most definitely.
But I think Kawhi is a much more efficient scorer than Kobe. As the nigga we listed with the most missed shots in the NBA history.
Definitely.
He's a better passer / facilitator than Kobe Bryant.
Yep. And
he's a better defender than Kobe Bryant. But we just can't call him better.
No, not at this time. But
just for his skill set and Kobe's skill set, okay, we'll put it like that then. Kawhi's skill set is slightly better than Kobe's. But he's a Kobe type player. But, you know what I'm saying, Brandon Ingram, though, we saw him go against KD and shit, you know what I'm saying? KD was going the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, this is the Brandon Ingram era Lakers, and this is the KD era Warriors. As much as Steph opens up the offense and shit, take Steph out that bitch. KD gonna put it on his back.
And that's what he been doing. I mean, you see him put the team on his back, and he can get as many buckets as he needs to get.
And KD definitely acts like a weirdo metrosexual type. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about his personality off the court. We talking about his game on the court.
On the court game.
And that nigga has been dominating. He dominated the Lakers, and he's been dominating before this in the season and shit. Even when Steph was there, KD is the sure shot, and KD is what really opened up their Warriors offense and shit. But the Lakers really gave it a valiant effort and shit. Kyle Kuzma. I think he had like 20 off the bench and shit, which for whatever Lou Williams was doing and they got rid of him, I think Kyle Kuzma replaces. They're not the same type of player at all, but Kyle Kuzma definitely more than replaces that production off the bench.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I also think that I hope that he's not one of the players that ends up getting dealt after this season, because you know it's gonna be some people dealt off this team. Like, I love this Lakers squad. I love this young Lakers squad. I love this collection of talent. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's got to go at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They like the young Clippers when they had LaMarcus Odom, Darius Miles, and Corey Maggette. Like, they're fun to watch. It's a good team to see play how they play. Even if they are losing, it's still nice to watch them play. Kind of like the Sixers in the East. It's fun to watch them play. They're going to lose some games, but they're going to win some. And it's just a good team that you like to see play, even though the Lakers don't necessarily have a star.
I think the difference is, though, with that Clippers team, though, with the Sixers team and the Lakers team, is that I can actually see both them teams actually going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just making some moves in the offseason, continuing to develop the talent that they already have. This Lakers team is loaded. They're just young. They just went up against the Golden State Warriors and shit. They went up against a seasoned vet in KD, a seasoned vet in fucking Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson. You know, like you got player, and you got them niggas who won championships going against niggas who wet behind the ears and shit. It's just pure talent over there. But you give them niggas some experience, some circumstances to go through. I love this Lakers squad that they got together and shit, nigga. Fucking Kuzma, Clarkson, Lonzo Ball, even Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, who I feel like is on his way out, but you know what I'm saying, I feel like they'll get some nice pieces back from him. They got veterans. They got Brook Lopez. Oh, Larry Nance Jr. I like that nigga. I like that. He's not that nigga. He's not that nigga to do a whole bunch of different things for you. Nah. But the thing that he does, he does it.
What he does bring to the team, he does bring it to the team. So he's definitely got that nice intangible.
Nigga, Luol Deng ain't gonna get no type of tick this season.
Oh my gosh.
He should be, though. You know what I'm saying? He could hit wide open threes for them niggas. But you got Brook Lopez, you got Corey Brewer. Even though after seeing him during that ceremony, I gotta question his maturity and his veteran leadership on this squad. But he has been there. He's been to the Western Conference Finals. He's been in a lot of situations and got buckets for niggas, even though Paco hates Corey Brewer.
I don't know why. Tennessee nigga.
Oh, KCP. Oh, nigga. Nigga, have you ever seen a nigga lose his spot on the team live? I just saw it.
Live? You saw it live action?
I saw it. That nigga's gone. That's one of the niggas that's gonna be gone, nigga. Next season, look, Hoopcast, you heard it here first, even though this ain't even really that hot of a take. KCP is one of them niggas that's getting gone by next season, nigga.
He got a whole half a season to turn it around.
Fuck that. What is this, his 5th year?
Yes.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit on the Lakers, nigga. We got Nick. That nigga got Nick Young ass up out of there, nigga.
Hey.
As a savvy, quote unquote savvy veteran and shit. Even though when Kobe was playing, that's about the savviest of a veteran you could get on the squad. Because wasn't nobody trying to play with Kobe. I don't care what none of them Lakers fans say, nigga. Wasn't nobody trying to play with Kobe. But nigga KCP, nigga, goddamn, that nigga man got. Ooh, nah, that nigga. One simple pass could have gave them the win in front of Kobe, over the Warriors, and shit like that. This nigga want to be the fucking hero. Nobody looks at you as the hero. That was a fucking Deion Waiters in Cleveland ass moment, nigga. A Deion Waiters in OKC ass moment.
Deion Waiters in Miami.
Nah, I ain't gonna say in Miami, because in Miami he's like, I'm the man, nigga. Like, you know, he finally realized his potential and shit. But I remember when Deion Waiters was in Cleveland talking about Kyrie, nigga, shit, nigga, I'm just as good as Kyrie, if not better. Y'all deferring to this nigga. LeBron got in there, nigga. Out of there, nigga.
Peace.
He stayed for maybe 15 games or some shit. They got that nigga out of there, nigga.
So gone so quickly.
That was a Deion Waiters moment from KCP, nigga. Like, all these niggas getting this shine, nigga talking about Lonzo, nigga talking about Brandon Ingram, nigga talking about Kuzma, nigga. This is my moment to show everybody that I belong in the breath with them niggas. And fuck the team off, nigga. Cause when he missed that shit and it went into overtime, I was like, oh, Warriors gonna destroy these niggas, dog.
OT.
You
just know some teams got it over some teams. You just know. Just like watching the Thunder and the Sixers in OT. You just like that veteran squad is finna outlast and find ways to get buckets over this young team. Like, for some way, somehow, they just gonna do it. And every time they do.
It's just sheer know-how, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just goddamn the one step you know to take over, you know what I'm saying, a nigga, you know what I'm saying, or a step back that you know a young nigga ain't expecting. Sometimes it's just that small margin of error between a young nigga and a savvy veteran and shit, you know what I'm saying? But KCP gonna pull that bitch like he Lou Williams or some shit. Like, nigga, you're not Jamal Crawford, you're not even Lou Williams, nigga. Paco been sick of you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I hope they put Paco somewhere on the Lakers staff someday and shit, because he called that shit. I remember when I was like, hey, KCP, how are you? Like, yo, this nigga ain't never met a shot he ain't like, and this nigga stay fucking us out of games and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit. He was like, nigga, just watch that nigga. And lo and behold, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That nigga pulled that shit like, bro, you are not that guy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Paul George had that moment with, who was it? In Indiana last year, I think it was like, I want to say it was like Miles Turner or some shit.
Yeah.
It was some nigga that took the last shot and he was like, no, I gotta get that last shot.
Yeah.
And niggas was like,
CJ Miles.
CJ Miles.
I remember that against the Cavs.
I got the wrong Miles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Miles Turner, CJ Miles. Now, CJ Miles took that shot, and I was like, I watched that game thinking to myself, like, really? Like, because it wasn't even the fact that Paul George was cold or anything, because he wasn't. I think he was, like, heating up. And I was like, man, I know
He's heating up.
I know Paul George about to get this ball, and I know he about to take the shot. The shot wasn't a bad shot by C.J. Miles, but you just felt like, put that ball in the star hands and let us see what he do. And he didn't even get the shot. He didn't even get the chance to do it.
And by that same token, I feel like KCP didn't even get a good shot off.
Not at all.
Like, it wasn't heavily contested or anything, but it wasn't a good shot either. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you come down half court, you come across half court looking to set that bitch up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could get that motherfucker somewhere else. I don't even think the ball should have even been in his fucking hand with that much time left to go. Like, he should have been, if anything, spotting up.
Right.
The ball shouldn't have been in your hand, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? So, I don't even know, nigga. But I understand in that situation now, you know, you're supposed to get that motherfucker somewhere else. And it's too many other guys on the squad that are those guys for you to want to take that moment and just want to make it your moment, nigga. This is not your moment. This is not your night. This is Kobe night. This is the Lakers night, nigga. KCP, you are not even going to be a Laker lifer. You might not even be a Laker yearer. So, goddamn it, man, chill the fuck out. But he pulled that motherfucker, sent it into overtime, and then Lonzo gets his shit smacked off the glass by fucking David West.
David West.
You gotta learn how to lob that bitch high off the glass like Steph, nigga.
Yeah, like Steph or like Chris Paul or like somebody. You just gotta get that thing up a lot higher. And I guess he expected the contact to get the foul potentially too. But
Ain't nobody goddamn calling that shit on your. First off, ain't nobody calling that final foul on Lonzo Ball ass unless your ass fall to the ground. And second off, niggas ain't calling it because you Lonzo Ball, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Cam was out there when Cam Newton's out there getting his ass smacked, and he was telling him referee, talking about, you can't get that call, nigga. Like, that was some fuck shit. But at the same time, like, I kind of understand the nigga, like, young nigga, you ain't even, nigga, you can't even be going for the glory like that, nigga, and expecting to get a call. You could go for the glory,
right,
but don't expect to get the fucking call, nigga. If anything, he could have hit them niggas with a step back.
He could have.
He got two niggas on his hip. Stop, step back, throw it up. Even if it missed, you get a better shot than getting it smacked off the glass.
Definitely.
Or, you know, you do all of it. I appreciate him going for it because I saw the game versus the Sixers where Brandon Ingram bailed him out.
Yeah.
Because he was going for it.
Yeah.
And dished it out.
He kicked it out.
And Brandon Ingram bailed the whole squad out with the wide open three-pointer. I admire him for not looking to defer and just go for it all. But you got two niggas on you, bruh. You could have stopped. You could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we play basketball. We know how momentum works.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They could have stopped, stepped back. He got the mid-range. In this game, I saw that he got the mid-range. Bro, pull that motherfucker in from three. Stop shooting all of them ugly-ass three-pointers. And in mid-range, that motherfuckers, he nailing them mid-range. So, on that fast break, step back, shoot the jumper. Even if you miss, you ain't get your shit smacked by David West. Which, let me stop saying smacked off the glass. He ain't get it smacked off the glass. He got a smack back to Brandon Ingram, who didn't get the ball in time to put it up. And he still would have missed. But David West, my nigga.
Hey, it happened like that sometime.
Help defense is a motherfucker.
Most certainly is.
Which, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like David West chased him down and blocked it. Like, it's just help defense.
That's all it was.
But, you know what I'm saying? 19-year-old Lonzo Ball versus 41-year-old David West, nigga. Like, I think there's a way around that.
You would think so, but hey,
if he stops, pulls that bitch back like you know what I'm saying, you know, like the backwards crossover.
Yeah, I definitely feel like he could have, you know, he could have hit with the snatch.
David West is running into the front fucking row.
Yeah, most certainly.
This nigga's finna take a seat next to Allen Iverson or some shit.
With 6 seconds left, you ain't thinking like that.
You got enough time to pull it back, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. 6 seconds left, nigga. Whatever, nigga. Like, if we in a pickup game with no goddamn time on the clock, and nigga, I see two niggas on me, and they goddamn pursuing me hard, and I know all I gotta do is stop, and them niggas ain't got enough time to recover. You know what I'm saying? But that was rough. They lost by 2 points and shit. Tough loss. They put up a valiant effort. I'm glad they didn't get smoked in front of Kobe, because Kobe might have been in practice goddamn next game calling nigga Sharman, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be back to bust y'all butt.
Yeah, I'm glad they put up a good ass fight. I really sincerely wish they could have won in front of Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But they put up a good ass fight and made a good ass game against a good ass Warriors team, a well coached, well organized Warriors team. So, hey, good ass game. That's why I love this game. That's why I encourage other motherfuckers to love this game. That's why I encourage I hate NBA guy, racist guy to be like, let go of it all. Let go of this NFL shit. Come over here to the NBA. It's excitement every night. You know what I'm saying? It's excitement from our old players. It's excitement from our young players. It's excitement from our veterans, nigga. Houston is number one in the league with Nene starting at center. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. But 69 minutes in it. Ow. Got another one in, man. So I'm gonna let you talk to the people real quick, man. What do you want to say? What do you want the people to know before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, new Star Wars out. It's damn near trash. Follow me on everything, anything you can find, man. Read the paper more. Read more articles. Read a book. It's almost the end of 2017. Man, do something you ain't did that you thought you wouldn't do that you gonna do before the year is up. Bow!
You know these niggas can't read. That's why I do a podcast. That's why I stopped doing the blog, nigga. Cause niggas don't read, nigga. Niggas barely listen, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Barely.
But hey, animalheezy.com, man. I'm feeling good. So I want to shout out Paco. I want to shout out Scrap. I want to shout out my nigga Trey Stacks. Want to shout out my nigga Nice. Want to shout out my nigga Jay Spitter. Want to shout out my nigga Tonio, aka Heineken. Want to shout out Lil Low Dirty. Want to shout out my nigga Trent. Want to shout out everybody that I fuck with. And you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling positive and zen-like enough to shout out the niggas that I don't fuck with, man. You know what I'm saying? So, animalheezy.com, youtube.com/Animal Maison in French if you know how to speak French. If you don't, goddamn it, excuse my French, but fuck you. youtube.com/THE Pistol Paco. Everything is everything, nigga. Hoopcast, another one in the books. I think this is number 42. Gonna keep giving it to him.